ya, way ya, way ya. In a way ya, hey ya, hey ya. In a way ya, hey ya, way ya. In a way ya.
Hello, Gwe, bonjour. My name is WhiteDove from the Wabanaki Confederacy here in the northeast of the United States and eastern Canada. And the Wabanaki Nations includes the Passamaquoddy, the Penobscot, the Micmac, the Maliseet, and the Abenaki Nations. And today I'd like to invite you to Bar Harbor summers. I can't think of a better place I'd rather spend Maine summers than in the quaint resort coastal village of Bar Harbor, Maine, which is on Mount Desert Island, the largest island on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Mount Desert Island is also well known for a beautiful Acadia National Park, where the mountains meet the sea, and where there are many, many hiking trails and 50 miles of carriage roads to ride bicycles or ride horses or even just hiking. I hope you enjoy the show and also my poetry reading. During some of the video clips, I'll be reading some of my poetry, which goes hand in hand with some of the beautiful scenic clips that I took of Bar Harbor.
A bed and breakfast by the sea, brass ship captain lanterns, welcome on the porch both you and me, and seabirds on the sand, terns. I found here a vision, so I could make a decision to pursue my dreams, no matter how reality seems. The crackling fireplace, inviting us into the foyer, we sit by the fire and discover our place. We hear the surf outside as we sign the guest book. What do we decide for the future outlook? This place invokes the call of whale and the songs of nightingale, ever expansive as whale's tail, where ocean and trade wind prevail. The salt air fills this B&B with what my life could be, with brand new eyes to see, my thoughts now set free, from sea to shining sea. Low tide has come to Albert's Meadow, with Balance Rock now casting its shadow upon seabirds and tide pools taking their bath along Bar Harbor's well-known shore path. Here are colorful rock formations hard to ignore as I study small stones along the rocky shore. Barnacles dress rocks in polka dots galore, while another whale watch boat gives a tour. Tide pools showcase shells, sand, and mystery, while the harbor displays a fishing industry. Two ravens land and caw just yards from me, their beaks sorting through gold weeds from the sea. Buoy bells gong their own special song, while church bells ding-dong from the village lawn. I spot seashells on the beach so long, where light-hearted laughter of tourists belong. A yellow lobster boat catches my eye, while July moon fills the sky. Seagulls begin to cry as they fly, while I enjoy some blueberry pie. I live the Acadian dream with Acadia National Park, sitting in my backyard along a winding stream. Be it fall, winter, summer, or spring, I meet people from places near and far, touring the island by bus or car, trailed by hungry seagulls that sing. Summer solstice opens doors to a wonderland that's yours, from sand-covered shores, docked dinghies and oars, to mountains and cliffs, so much to explore, all of nature's gifts, the seagulls that soar, and thunder whole that roars. I live where the mountains meet the sea, plenty to do for you and me. At Jordan Pond we have afternoon tea, after cycling carriage roads with glee. Mornings I walk the shore path, evenings the trail to Sand Beach, where I indulge in a saltwater bath, after days at the place where I teach. Island evenings invite quiet meditation and a time for deep contemplation, with thoughts about land conservation, protecting nature for the future generation. Again, these are some of the scenes in Bar Harbor, a resort village on Mount Desert Island, home of Acadia National Park. You and I and yours have passed this way before. Do you recall the canoe and oar which took us to a distant shore? On that island that night we built a fire so bright it outshone the moonlight and put you in full sight as my Mr. Right. We danced around the fire and for hours did not tire, our hearts lifted higher with our songs that did inspire. We roasted corn, clams, and crabs over hot rocks as we watched geese arrive in small flocks. Then there were no calendar or clocks. Nature kept time during our earth walk. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Ah, how I lived for the smell of the salt air, for the sight of salt marshes of nature's hair, long known to the Wabanaki as sweetgrass, which dries to the color of deep brass. I love how the sea's surf washes away each care, replenishing the soul with God's prayer, revealing moments of time more rare, as loons swim the bay by the pair, their calls chase away all despair.
My Wabanaki ancestors, for thousands of years, would migrate to Mountain Desert Island from inland, where they would fish, hunt, and gather berries such as blueberries, which are very abundant, like on Mountain Desert Island. And it's always been a spiritual center for the Wabanaki peoples. And when the tourist industry came to Mountain Desert Island in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, where a lot of wealthy families also build large homes or large summer cottages on the island, my Wabanaki ancestors adapted themselves to that, and they started becoming tour guides for the summer folk, for the tourists. They would rent canoes, they would sell canoes, they would sell many of their beautiful handmade baskets. In a sense, my Wabanaki ancestors were the pioneers of the shops and the boutiques that you now see in downtown Bar Harbor. The Wabanakis used to set up their own encampment with several canvas-covered sail tents, and that's where they would invite the tourists and the cottagers in to look at their baskets and some of their other handmade items to sell. And the Wabanaki Nations still visit Bar Harbor every summer. At College of the Atlantic, the Wabanaki Basket Makers Alliance puts on a grand festival with the drummers, lots of dancing, and lots of tables selling all kinds of baskets made by all of the Wabanaki Nations. Baskets of all sizes, different colors, for different purposes, fancy baskets, potato baskets, all kinds of shapes.
Buy the baskets from these very wonderful master artists that are on display here today. There are multi-generations displaying their baskets and other things that they've made. I got to tell you, everything that's here is made by the Wabanaki people. There are no things here from Tokyo or Taiwan or any of those places. This is the real McCoy. So we hope that you'll take an opportunity and buy as much as you can.
Taking some video of all the festivities here, and this is Red Cloud's table right here with all these beautiful wood carvings, shakers, all kinds of things.
Oh, okay. He's acting like the mummy cat. Like
Here we go, and some of his canes.
Yeah.
And Diane. Diane with her beautiful rainbow dream catchers on the other table.
Okay.
So there's been so much to see and tons of baskets here today.
For you people from away, that's what we call you, this is your last opportunity to come up and dance with the Wabanaki people, and we surely invite you to do that. So I'm turning things back to the Bundle-Up Skeg Singers.
The Abbey Museum has expanded in a larger complex on Mount Desert Street in Bar Harbor, not far from the Village Green. And there you can even hear the Wabanaki languages spoken. And there's a little gift shop where you can buy books about the Wabanaki and where you can buy their handmade baskets. The Abbey Museum shows Wabanaki crafts from the past and in the present. Thank you for watching the show. Gijiwiliwani. Merci beaucoup. I hope to see you in Bar Harbor this summer.